be fair. We've gone through quite a few.
Okay. We are live on YouTube, finally.
Shut up. You've got to be kidding me. I don't believe you.
Sorted it. I
Oh, we're live.
I am pixelated as shit on your screen.
You are, aren't you?
Fuck around.
I reckon you should
This episode
leave Discord for 2 seconds and rejoin. I guarantee you that's going to sort it out. Right. Bear with us. The screen might go a bit funny for about 2 seconds while he rejoins.
I don't fucking click anything at the moment. Stupid fucking thing.
There you go. Spot on.
So we're here. So YouTube, we are 9 minutes late. Okay, it's all good fun.
Is that how long it took? 9 minutes to sort that?
9 fucking minutes.
Damn.
But yeah.
So... he got back to being pixelated again.
There's nothing I can do about it.
I think it's just Discord, isn't it? Having
There's nothing I can do.
Yeah, Discord's having some fun at the moment.
But yeah, so obviously streaming. We've both been doing it for a while now. I've been streaming for about a year-ish.
Yeah, I've been streaming for about a year and a half, 2 years, but I did take... Definitely looks like a hologram, man. I took a 7 to 8 month... I think it was about 8 months in the end. I took an 8-month break from it, which could actually be quite a good topic, actually. I burned myself out massively.
Yeah.
Like, massively. I was trying to stream every single... I work 50 hours in my job in real life, and I was streaming... So I finished work at 6, and I was coming home, starting to stream at 7:30, 8 o'clock every night without fail, and not turning off till 1:30 at night. Because the thing is as well, I mean, my views were like, they'd fluctuate massively.
Yeah.
Obviously, which is understandable throughout a stream. Yeah, Finny Boys watched me longer than a year. It would get to about 11 o'clock at night and it would die down. And as soon as it got to midnight, it would fucking shoot straight back up, which is obviously the other side of the world. Either just waking up or just getting in from work. And it would make me want to stream longer.
Yeah.
So I did. And it got to the point where I was making myself ill. I couldn't function at work. It got really bad. So I decided to take a break. And it turned out that I actually enjoyed the break massively. So I took longer than what I anticipated. Tony, thank you very much for that host, dude. Oh, actually, I'm going to refresh the old... you followed the other day. Thank you very much for that follow as well. And he's subs, so thank you very much for the sub on YouTube, dude.
Oh, thank you very much, dude. So for me...
Actually going to move that.
I fell out with streaming for... Well, you know I did, for like 4 months.
You did, didn't you? Massively.
And believe it or not, it was when I was doing... like really well. So
same. That's when I took my break.
Well, I had one particular stream, and I had 147 viewers on Twitch. So I had 147 viewers, and then the next day I had 60 something. Then I had 80 something. Then I had like 30 odd. You know, but previously I've been used to like 10 or 12. The problem is I was playing something I didn't want to play, and it depressed me. I was like, "Fucking hell, what's successful?"
What was that? I remember you playing Conan.
Marbles.
Oh, Marbles. I remember you playing Conan, and you were quite successful at that.
Conan, I was doing all right. I was averaging around 25-ish, 30 views. So we obviously I struggled to get affiliate to begin with. I had like 3 months and couldn't get it. Started playing Conan, and I got affiliate within, well, the next kind of 20 days, I think it was.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, it smashed my average up. But then, like I say, I started running Marbles because I got into I became a view whore. And it just depressed me playing what I didn't want to play, but everybody else wanted to be playing it. And this is one of the things I always wondered. Do you do what you don't want to do, but your viewers want you to do? Or do you do what you want to do that your viewers may not necessarily want you to do?
I think there needs to be a good balance between the two, personally.
Yeah.
I mean, if you've got loyal enough viewers that will stick around and watch you every night or whatever your schedule is, and come and see you for you play games that necessarily they don't really want to watch. They're just there for you. I think you should give him the time to play the games they do want to see. If you don't want to enjoy it, I think it's completely understandable to explain to them that you don't want to enjoy it, but you're still going to play it just because, do you know what I mean? But it's not going to be a regular occurrence you playing that game or doing that thing on stream that they're asking you to do.
Yeah, like Tony said,
it's always a hard road to go down. Yeah.
So.
Well, that's it. It does. It depends massively on how strong you.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
Yeah. So unfortunately, my community was getting built off of something that I didn't want to stream because marbles, they're not tuning in for me. They were tuning in to play this interactive
play the game. So did you find when you didn't stream marbles, your viewership dropped massively, or was it a bit?
So I had one day where I started off with marbles, and I was going to play something. I forget what the game was, but there was an update. So I was updating the game, and I thought, oh well, I'm supposed to be live, so we'll play marbles for an hour. And again, it was 50-ish viewers, solid. Switched over to the game, and within like 20 minutes, it dropped to like 7 people. I'm like, right, okay. Warcraft. So I'd switched to a Warcraft stream, and I was like, it's so frustrating because you put your heart and soul into this. And
the thing is, Warcraft as well. That's a very, in terms of streaming that game, the viewers that watch Warcraft streams, they're very loyal to their streamers that do it, aren't they?
It's one of them ones whereby, again, you kind of have to sell your soul a little bit, but yeah. So what's kept me and got me back in streaming and YouTubing and things is actually been part of we're a bit of a tandem now. And that's
so I've been waiting. So the NYC Gamers Twitch been lurking a while whilst he's eating dinner. So New York, if anybody hasn't checked him out, please head over to his channel. This dude is probably the nicest guy you'll ever meet on the internet. Like in the entire internet. This man, I mean, I go into this guy's stream and I say hi, and it's like the guy is blown out of his mind that I'm there and just shows really appreciate. Honestly, the man's fantastic, and he's such an entertaining streamer as well. Plays games like The Witcher and Skyrim and stuff like that. So if you're into those types of games, but yeah, thank you very much for tuning in, New York. It'd be good to get your comments on this as well. And finished eating food.
Yeah, it's Strav. How's it going, dude?
Strav's venting. Oh, evening. I thought he said he's venting. By the way, this is all helping me learn to read as well.
There you go. We're teaching mass words. But yeah, so
thank you, Finny.
Like I say, I think being part of a streamer group, knowing other streamers, obviously we do this as a tandem. I've got a good group of gaming mates as well, so there's a crew that I've become, started playing a lot of games with, and that reinvigorated me. So I now feel a bit more, I'm happy now, sat on streaming and things. I've got back into it, but I think it's been the people around me rather than the actual streaming itself.
Yeah, the thing is like you're really natural when you do a YouTube video, and so I mean, me and you were talking about this a while ago. There's nothing I feel more uncomfortable doing is pre-recording a YouTube video.
Well, you hated the review video, didn't you?
Yeah. I felt so I didn't feel like me doing it, whereas sitting here having a chat with viewers and stuff like that and streaming, that's probably one of the most natural things to me. It's really weird.
But that's the thing. So again, if you do something,
you're the same, Tony. Yeah. Whereas you look at Sparks like reviews and it's just naturally flowing, and mine's like my hands. I don't know what my hands are doing. Like you even text me, dude, what are you doing with your hand? It's like I don't know.
See, that's what it is. So it's like NYC saying there, playing games you don't want to play, but your viewers want to play.
Yeah,
it is because I don't want to play something I don't want to play. We keep talking about doing the horrors. There's no point me doing horrors.
Oh, I really want to see you do a horror. I really want to see you.
Yeah, but I'll be.
I know you'll probably be there like that.
Yeah, I'll be just like so fucking boring. Give me something to build. A dinosaur to ride, a a rocket to shoot. But yeah, so it's all good fun. Finny, which sound is weird, dude?
It was bad enough watching on Horde night last night. Oh, did you get to the Horde night?
Yeah, my base design. So Tony,
did it not go well?
my base design was genius. Basically, epic fail is close to what happened or exactly what happened. I spent 4 in-game days building what in my brain was perfect. Nice kill corridor. Zombies would run down. They would break their legs on barbed wire and spikes. And we would stand in our little stone base, pinging away as we killed the zombies, and laugh all the way through Horde Night. What happened was the zombies came straight through the walls. They ignored the fucking barbed wire, everything.
I can picture you playing this out in your head.
That's it. Strav, I need the recording. My recording failed. They are. They've changed the tracking on the zombies, I'm guessing. So yeah, they literally came straight through the wall. We survived, but yeah, not quite as planned. So one of the things I found out with streaming 7 days was that I streamed it for like 3 nights in a row, and most viewers I ever got was like 7. But the sort of bounce rate of viewers was like insane. It's more than I'd had with any other game. So obviously the people that I've kind of accrued over the last 12 months obviously don't like it, and then the casual views coming in, they weren't necessarily staying. So again, it's one of them ones whereby, is it me? Is it the game? It's a difficult one, but then do you want the bouncers as viewers? Probably not. But,
no, you always want your viewers to stay. Don't be loyal to you. Become regular viewers. That's the goal of streaming, I think, personally, is to get to know the people that want to watch you.
Yeah, that's it.
So
Tony, you'll have to jump in on one of our 7 days games. Shows how it's done.
He'll tune in and be like, "Oh God, you're doing completely wrong." And Spar's like, "Nope, this is how it's gonna go."
We've got a couple of crazy guys in there with us, so.
We have got an awesome Discord community, guys. So any new guys here, there's a link just posted in the chat. If you want to join it, please head over and join the Discord. So there's some interesting characters in there, shall we? Strav.
Well, we've now got we've got some token characters.
7 days to arrange it.
We found a crazy Irishman to join, so he's good fun. You get my wacky ideas of what may work that don't work.
Smooth.
And various other adventures. But anyway, it's one of those. Again,
it's all right, Finny boy. People will get used to your voice. I think Finny's got a high pitched voice.
That's all right. He's a baby. That's why.
Yeah, you're young.
So I don't know why I'm so pixelated on your screen.
I don't know, man. It's what you're like looking at you right now.
But this is the problem we have a lot. Now, I don't know if any of you other guys have done these streams where you've got 2 people on one stream from different locations. So obviously we have to do everything by Discord, which no, I streamed 7 days to die.
Old squeaker.
We stream.
Actually, to be fair, we stream
5 days a week.
5 or 6, yeah. So me and Spar basically teamed up because so we wanted to get together. Like I say, we both took a break from streaming. So this is a history of us. So this is the history of Project. Yep. So we were separate streamers on Twitch and Twitch only. Played a lot of games together. We met on Elite Dangerous, was it? Met for another streamer. Oh no, actually we didn't meet for it was just on Elite, wasn't it?
It was a squadron we were both.
Yeah, so that's how we met, and then we both kind of took a break around the same time. Actually, didn't we? Kind of lost. Well, you lost interest in streaming. I didn't lose interest. I just got a bit tired. And then we were just like, well, actually, when we play games together, it can actually be quite funny and a laugh. And when we talk about games, we never really agree. So we thought it would be quite an interesting topic on YouTube. So we created a YouTube channel.
Subtext of that, by the way, is Mass is often wrong, and I have to correct him.
That's a load of crap. He's always wrong. And we're both stubborn as and then we just thought, well, whilst we're YouTubing, we might as well. I really wanted to get back into streaming. So I said about, we'll get back into streaming. And then, so it turns out we kind of both stream every night on Twitch. Spar streams around 7, 8 o'clock at night, and I stream around 9, 10 o'clock at night after he finishes. And then we're going to upload our streams to YouTube.
Yep.
But also once a week, we want to do like a video podcast like this, where we have a good chat about either like game reviews or games coming out or E3 when it's out and stuff like that. And we thought this would actually be quite a good topic, like small streamers, like all the problems we face, or like stuff that bothers us whilst we stream, or like software issues we always have, like technical difficulties and stuff. So we thought this actually could be quite cool to do. So
well, yeah, I mean, so this one, tonight.
Joe is definitely stubborn.
so we did our test stream at 8:45 ish.
Yep.
Not a problem. Went live, perfect. Checked the audio working, good to go. Stop streaming.
And picture perfect, like no pixelation whatsoever. Everything was 100%.
The minute we hit 9 o'clock,
Joe Mama
died. So the technology, it's like Discord. There's got to be something better than Discord, but we've tried Skype, doesn't work.
Oh, we've tried everything we can think of.
The Facebook Messenger thing doesn't work. Discord is the only thing we can get that remotely does what we need it to do with this.
Until we go live.
So I don't know if you know, it's a strange trick of cameras. This is not actually a studio.
Don't tell him that. You'll ruin the illusion.
So yeah, we're not actually here.
Ruin everything, Spar.
There is, yeah. It is what it is. So we have lots of technical restrictions for what we're doing.
Yeah, because we live about 300 miles away from each other.
Yeah. So it is what it is. Until we're all mega millionaire YouTubers. Yeah. This doesn't really.
That deserves a massive low in chat, surely.
But yeah. So what does everyone use then as far as technology? So I'm running for YouTube. I use OBS. Twitch. I use Streamlabs.
Yeah, I do the same.
So
I find Streamlabs works really. I know it takes a toll on your CPU a bit, but I do find I'm not a very, you know me, I'm not very technical minded. Mm-hmm. I need basic stuff, and Streamlabs I find is, especially for new streamers, perfect, because it makes everything so simple. Whereas OBS Studio is a bit more in depth, and you kind of feel
it's not idiot proof, is it?
No.
So
use Mixer and Streamlabs. I was on OBS Studio first. So what made you go over to Streamlabs in New York from OBS Studio? Because I've always wondered, because I use Streamlabs right off the bat. I've used OBS Studio since for YouTube, and I find OBS Studio better in the sense of I don't use everything on Streamlabs. So half of the stuff that people would use Streamlabs for, I don't use those add-ons personally. But it's just easier in terms of, so I don't play around with settings. I have Streamlabs for Twitch and Studio for OBS Studio for YouTube. So why would you go, if you were used to Studio, is there a reason why you changed to Streamlabs? Does that make sense? Did I explain that quite well?
Yeah, I mean, so interestingly, so obviously Strav is using Streamlabs, started off on OBS. Tony's using Streamlabs. New York Gamer is using Streamlabs. It seems to be the thing of default, but what I find is it is built for Twitch. That is the Twitch streaming platform. It doesn't work for YouTube.
No, it doesn't. How does it work with Mixer, New York? So New York's actually done a recent move. He's cancelled his affiliation and everything, moved to Mixer. he's doing really well over there. Actually, I tuned on his streams every night. It's going good.
Yeah, I mean, like Strav was saying, the support issue around OBS and things. OBS is still really basic. I actually think OBS is probably better as a recording software. The reason I'm using OBS for YouTube is because it's such a pain to switch all the Twitch stuff to YouTube and back.
Well, the thing, yeah, because we share. So, like I say, where we both stream to the same Twitch account, we share Streamlabs account, don't we? So
yeah, because it's easier.
In order for us to do this, to stream on YouTube and Twitch at the same time, one of us can't use Streamlabs.
Yeah.
It works great with Mixer, but I can't multi-stream with Twitch on Streamlabs. Slobs only lets you multi-stream to Twitch and Facebook. Oh, yeah. Does it? Is it not multi-stream with Mixer?
Nope. Facebook only.
That surprises me. Why Facebook? Is that even big over there? Streaming on Facebook? I've never really looked into it, to be honest with you.
So Facebook streaming's getting really, really big.
I've never looked into it.
There's a guy who crops up in one of the groups I'm in, and he's regularly got 300-400 viewers.
Oh, okay.
Playing, I mean, he's a Fortnite, but you know, kind of.
Man, I'm never slagging that game off again. Oh, I'm head over heels in love with Fortnite. Facebook streaming has a huge audience. I honestly didn't know that. I've never looked into it. I never watch anybody on Facebook or anything like that. If I'm in the mood to watch a streamer, I go straight to Twitch and Mixer.
So you've got to set up a gaming page, which is why I set up the project one before. And then you stream straight to that.
I didn't know that.
You know, but it is a big audience.
So has anyone in chat tried Facebook then? That'd be interesting to know. If we got anyone here who actually tried it and say what it's like and stuff. Never.
No. But no, it's definitely one which, again, it's another platform. We tried Mixer, didn't we?
Yeah, I tried Mixer for a bit. I just had a lot more on Twitch than I did Mixer. That's the thing. So I thought I'd go back to Twitch.
I didn't give Mixer a big go. I set it up.
Yeah, I don't think I gave it a real try.
Yeah.
Oh, was it? So I did it for a few weeks over a Mixer. So I had regular,
to be fair, Mixer,
great group of people that tuned in. Met some great people. I just had more success on Twitch, and the second I come back to Twitch, I carried on that success. So I thought, might as well.
That's not what Facebook's for, Strap. So
football mums.
Hey, boats and folk. Mixer's. I think Mixer's really good. I think it looks really clean. I think the platform works well. It's
the mobile app is crap.
I did get the feeling that Mixer is geared to support the really big guys. Twitch, you always feel like you can do something. You know, so when I was streaming Final Fantasy on Saturday, and you messaged me to say, Dan, you're the second highest viewed Final Fantasy streamer, which was kind of cool. So with Twitch, you always feel like I can be on that top row of streamers.
App is dookie, definitely is.
But yeah, the Mixer, I don't know. I always got the feeling that it's built for Ninja and Shroud.
See, I think I'd disagree with you on that, because every time I go on, the smaller streamers are always promoted above the bigger streamers on my page. I don't know if
I did it for 10 days. But when Ninja jumped over, because I didn't really know what Mixer was. All right, Tony, cool.
Yeah, I think Mixer has taken a massive leap into support a streamer. If you go on there now, so if I went, it's full of small breakthrough streamers. Yeah. They take over the home page. So rarely you have a section at the top where it shows Ninja and stuff like that, but they're compared to like placement on the app, it makes your eyes go towards a small streamer. So I do think they're doing well in that respect.
It's probably Mixer's probably something which. So this is.
Oh yeah, they did a massive clear out on channels that were doing follow. Mixer did, didn't they?
So I fell into the trap early on of follow for follow with Twitch. I thought that was easy, and it took so long to fix it. So what I was doing is I was going all the way through, and I removed everybody that was follow for follow.
I bet that took a while.
Yeah, well, no, not really, because I think I got up to like 60 people. And then I was talking. So there's a really, really cool guy on Twitch called Risen. Risen RC, really nice guy. He's an ex-US Marine, injured in war, and now he's a full-time Twitch guy.
Is this guy you were telling me about?
Yeah. So just an awesome guy, and I was in his stream, and we were talking about various things, and he wisened me up on follow for follow, and I fixed it that day, and I got affiliate 3 weeks later by getting rid of follow for follow.
Yeah, it's a bad show. I mean, I still day on Twitter and constantly see people like trying to promote follow to follow and stuff like that, and I just don't get it personally. I'd much rather sit there with 1 or 2 viewers, regular, than try follow for follow and potentially have 10 people come in for 5 minutes, follow you, then bugger off. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So.
Yeah, you're doing really well over on Mixer New York. Like I said, anybody who hasn't, New York is he's one of my recommended streamers. He's a good lad to go check out.
I'll download Mixer.
The app is, for a viewer, I think the app is crap though. So the amount of times I'm watching somebody and the audio cuts out every 5-6 seconds, so I end up just going on desktop and it's spot on.
Really?
Yeah. So the app, I don't think the app's great for a viewer.
I have it already installed. I don't even know. Why have I got that installed? Anyway, so
very rarely use my mobile for streaming. I don't use my mobile for streaming itself, just for watching streamers. Oh, okay, watching. Yeah, I do for watching. So if I'm like at work or something on break, I can go on my phone and just have a quick look and stuff like that.
I do it on my laptop at work. I'm not actually, yeah. So I'll lay in bed sometimes and I'll watch like YouTube videos and things like that before I go to sleep. It's one of them. Well, I've got the iPhone 11, so
phone's too little to watch on. I've got the iPhone 5 and I love it. It's tiny.
You've got an iPhone 5?
Yeah, mate, look at my hands. They're tiny. Like, if I had an iPhone 11, I can't reach the top of the screen. I hate them.
So,
I love my little phone. Nokia 3210. Mate, I bet if you programmed it right, the Nokia.
There you go. New York Gamer, I followed you dude on Mixer, so I'll look forward to seeing what's going on there.
You'll love it as well, right?
But so one of the things I was going to cover today, which I kind of wonder what other people thought was this streaming community thing. So I don't mean these groups on Facebook and all this stuff. We were talking about this earlier.
Yeah.
Where basically everybody's kind of selfish. They want to pitch theirs. Everyone support them, but they don't tend to support back, which is cool. A bit like follow for follow. It's cheap views anyway. But I wonder what people's thoughts were on having a group of streamers that they collaborate with sometimes, just generally talk to, socialize with, and that kind of thing, and whether people feel that adds or detracts to what they're doing.
I personally think it can be great if you've got the right people in there.
Yeah,
it can be so beneficial. It really can.
I think it can. Sorry, excuse my chair that needs oiling. But it is, and I think.
Yeah, definitely New York.
Yeah, you need that support, and I think the bigger your group of friends grow, I think the bigger the potential for stuff is. My favourite YouTube channels are all collab channels. So Neebs Gaming, Soviet Womble. These groups of guys.
That's a good channel.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
He's got his random bullshittery. It's entertaining. Finny.
Oh, Latin test, dude. Good luck with that, man.
Order est facere. That's Latin.
Yeah, 100%. You should, and I think we forget is network. You need to put the work in. Like, you can't just pop into one stream and think that that's network. You need to spend time with these people. You need to get to know them through their streams. And if you don't enjoy their streams, don't network with that person. Like, go and find someone that you actually enjoy watching, so you can actually put the time and effort in their stream and try and help their channel out. If you expect help back, you can't just, like you said, on these, like some of these Facebook groups, like one of the Facebook groups, the one we were talking, I'm not going to say its name.
Yeah.
One we were talking about just a minute ago. I go through there quite a lot, and I tune into a lot of streams from there. That's how I use it. I rarely comment on the Facebook group. I'd rather go and comment in their chat, on their stream. But there is a lot of people that just expect it and don't give anything, and that's what I don't. You need to be willing to put the effort in. I mean, even if it's I would always. Somebody told me, I can't remember who it was. Otherwise, I'd give him a shout out. But he said, if you stream, most people stream 4 nights a week, and have 3 days off because people work. Simple as that. So he told me, and I was at the time I was streaming 5 nights a week, and he said, rather than streaming 5 nights a week, stream 4 nights a week and spend that 5th night in other people's streams. And I was like, right, this was right at the beginning. I streamed myself, watching me, and he was like, well, how many people were you streaming to at the moment? 2 or 3. And he was like, so you're not going to lose on anything. And so I did that, and instantly jumped up to minimum of 10 viewers every night I streamed. Just by me taking a night off of streaming, still going on Twitch. I was still on my PC, but spending time in other people's streams. Just that one night.
See, I think when you're a low-end streamer, when you're averaging 3s and 4s sometimes, it's actually a really, really lonely experience.
It can be, yeah.
When you're a solo streamer,
you got to really like talking to yourself.
It's one of the things I learned as well. Again, Risen. Fucking big thumbs up to that guy. He said to me, you need to talk when you're gaming, even when you're not streaming. Talk.
Yeah.
Talk to yourself.
Actually, and I found myself doing that the other night. I was playing a single player game. Kingdom Come, because it's free on Epic at the moment. It got me thinking. I was playing it the other night. I thought, no, I'm not going to stream. I just want to play a game with myself, enjoy gaming basically. And I was sat there. I noticed that I was describing what was going on, and asking myself questions and stuff like that. It was the most bizarre. When I realised what I was doing, it was really weird, and it kind of threw me off a bit.
No, I'm the same, and but it does. It lets you. I think it makes you a better streamer.
Yeah,
because you get used to narrating and things like that. So it basically is that. Should I chop him down? I think I will.
When you do stuff like that, though, you get used to talking. So when so the way I look at it, if you're naturally talking, if someone pops in and says, "Hey," you're naturally going to carry on that conversation with them. I mean, you go into some chats and they're like dead silent. I'll never just turn off. I'll always talk to them first, just in case, because I know it's hard talking to yourself, especially if you're not used to it. It's really awkward. So I'll always try and start a conversation. Yeah. So I'll always try and start a conversation. If they then don't talk to me at all, then I bugger off and go somewhere else. But you can see some of them, they get really nervous about like trying to continue this conversation. And you'll be surprised how natural that can be if you talk to yourself. And it just ends up flowing.
It isn't difficult to do. I think once you've done it,
it feels unnatural.
So there's a girl who streams. She's a very, very good Fortnite player. See how I stopped then? It was very hard to say that. Fortnite. Fucking hate it. Anyway, so she's very, very good, but she won't talk to the audience. When she's in a group with her friends, there's these 3 female streamers that play, and all of them are good. They're talking to each other, but she never talks to her audience. And she's said to me on several occasions, she was like, I can never get more than 4 or 5 people, and they never stay. And I said to her, you're not talking to them. And she said, I don't know what to say to them. And I'm like, you don't actually have to talk directly to people as such, but tell the world what you're doing, what you're thinking, what you're looking at.
The thing is as well, it's probably some of the best advice I could give. Don't get me wrong, I'm not a big streamer, but if you're struggling to think of what to say to people, ask them about them. Everybody loves talking about themselves.
Yep.
So ask them, about what they like to play, about what they like about this game, and it gets the conversation going. It really does.
Yeah.
Everyone can talk about themselves for hours.
I think it's so. One of my things, you've picked me up on this before, is where I forget to check who's coming to chat.
Yeah.
And somebody's messaged me and they're going, "Oh, hi, spamming, blah blah blah," and I've missed it. And then 25 minutes later, I go, "Oh, Steve, how's it going, dude?"
Steve,
or whatever his name is. And Steve's fucked off because he's been ignored by the streamer.
Yeah.
And Steve never comes back. So yeah, I to be fair, I don't know if it does actually. I need something to bing when I get a message.
I'm going to apologise. I'm going to be back in 2 seconds, man.
Yeah, no, it's do. So yeah, so obviously my biggest issue with streaming is tech. I have so many technical issues all the time, and it don't matter what I do, I will get technical issues. Okay. Right. So there is a command you can set up. Yeah, I should have something. It's almost like the bell, isn't it? When you go to a hotel and you stand there, you go, "I'm here," ding ding. So here's my thing. What I'm having to teach myself not to do is game like this. Because that's our game. I'm leaning forward. I'm close to the thing. My secondary monitor. You'll see me glancing over there because that's where my second monitor is, which is just a small TV that I liberated. But yeah, so I sometimes I forget about the chat still, and I've been doing this a while. But I've kind of I enjoy the YouTube thing. I like the pre-recording and stuff. It's not that I don't mind streaming. I like doing my reviews and things like that. And every time I do one, I've got a different backdrop because I've had a new idea. So this is the latest one. I don't know what people think of this kind of setup. I think it looks pretty cool. I don't know why I designed it like this, but we got rid of the green. So the whole green thing came about because I only had a 720p camera, and what was happening is the green screen, you could see a green outline quite clearly. You can still see a little bit when I move quick, when I give it a John Cena. But so we had green. We had a green background because then when you could see the little bits of green screen, you couldn't because it was a green background. So that's literally the only reason we went green was to hide the green screen. But we don't actually, you can see it a little bit. But yeah,
Sorry, I'm back.
Welcome back.
What's the chat about?
So I'm just saying the background and everything we've got now. We've changed branding again.
Oh yeah, loads of times.
So we're on our fourth set of branding now?
Yeah, but I think the thing is we've preferred each one more than the previous, which is obviously good.
Yeah,
this is definitely my favourite one.
So what's
I
happened
think this is a good one to stick with.
Yeah. So the first set of branding we started off streaming with a third guy, Sevico. Sevico, brilliant streamer, by the way, really good guy. But he was leaving uni, new job, girlfriend, all that kind of stuff. So his life kind of detracted from us a little bit.
Joking, Seb, joking.
So Seb took the choice to step back. So rather than sticking with the same, we thought, right, let's change it again. So then we changed it. We tried a couple of things. And then a friend of mine who's a massive Xbox gamer, he joined us, Ben himself. So Ben was with us for a couple of months, I think. So we became Project with the three of us.
Which I still love, by the way, even though there's only two of us.
Yeah,
I still
it's
love
good.
that.
But then Ben's got his own stuff going on, so we're now Project 3 of 2.
But then we thought we'd cover all things gaming, all things movies, and all things TV. So that's 3 things. So
Yeah,
that's where the three's coming from now.
And that's what you call just fucking making something work.
That's rolling with punches.
But what we found is the new setup is we rarely game together now, don't we?
Which in a way is good, I think, because we were gaming every night, and then it was getting to the Thursday, and we had nothing to talk about because we were talking every single night. Whereas now we don't do that. So
it's the most tenuous link you've ever heard in your life. That was almost as good as going, well, look, we eat, and we breathe. So there's 3 reasons to have Project 3.
It works.
Yeah, whatever works. Yeah, no, it was. We were burning ourselves out again.
Yeah.
So now you've got your own thing going, the VR and the horror. You know,
that's what my life's all about in terms of gaming.
I've got a lot of stuff going on with
Best shower for I'll actually be up for
that. Listen.
You wait till next week, Strav.
We'll be a streaming crew, like there'll be a dozen of us. But yeah, so obviously, so the stuff I'm doing now, I'm doing a lot of co-op gameplay with Strav and other people. You know, and I'm back to playing what I used to enjoy playing, rather than playing stuff for other people.
And you can tell that as well watching your streams. You can tell. I think that's in terms of if you're ever wondering what to stream what you want to stream.
Well, the Final Fantasy stream
because it does come across when you're not enjoying the stream.
Yeah, no, it
really does.
And
yeah, it's massively important.
You know, and I think like so is 7 Days, because that is genuinely one of my favourite games. You know, I don't ever find it boring, and I think that comes across when I watch other people. So Tony, I'll be following you, dude, and seeing what you're doing. I think Mass, I saw when you commented on one of Tony's things.
Probably, I'm obsessed with this dude. I really am. His horror stream. I know he streams a lot of 7 Days. His horror streams are amazing to watch. They really are. Even if you don't enjoy horror game, you will enjoy watching the stream. It's brilliant. Put it this way, Mia don't really like watching streamers. She enjoyed watching him. So
that's an interesting thing Tony's just said. It's because the game, when you play a horror game, you tend to play it for 1-2 nights, and then you're gone.
Yeah.
So you've got what's the guy on YouTube? The guy who screams.
Poised. He's one of my favourite YouTubers.
Right. He was funny for me. He was funny for 3 videos, and then I sat there watching you faking it all the time.
I love that man.
But it wore thin, and you don't know what game he's playing one time to the next. So I suppose that's a different type of audience.
Horror is definitely. I've streamed a lot of game. I'm lucky enough that I like a lot. Like, I'll play Elder Scrolls or World of Warcraft and I love them. And I'll play a horror and I love them. And I'll play a shooting game, Call of Duty, and I love it. So, but horror is definitely the hardest genre to stream, I think. In terms of, it's quite a niche genre.
It is quite niche.
And some of the best games have a great game. I streamed it a couple of weeks. Home Sweet Hell, amazing horror game. I guarantee you, if you look at Home Sweet Hell on Twitch now, no one's watching it, no one's streaming it.
Yeah,
like, it's just horror games become less interesting, almost like that. Whereas like an FPS will keep its interest on streaming platforms for a long time and stuff like that. Does that make sense? Whereas horror games tend to die off almost after they've come out. Like Blair Witch, they only come out a couple of months ago, It's probably about 2 people streaming it.
Yeah, so like Tony's saying there, it's special event type stuff.
Save them for a special event, yeah.
But then have a core gaming sort of centric thing that you stick to. So interesting. I was talking to a guy this afternoon, and he streams Minecraft, but he started to stream it in VR.
Nice.
Now I've played it in VR. It's vomit inducing.
I've played it in VR.
Motion sickness is fucking terrible. But
fair play to him for streaming that in VR.
And I'm not going to say a non-Minecraft fan. I don't dislike it, but I've never found any love for it.
I despise the game Minecraft. I don't see what the fascination is, but
I don't think there's anything to despise about it. I think it appeals to a certain type of person. So that's what. So just to Strav literally preempted me. So I was watching a couple of streams this afternoon at work, and the guys who've got the really good, graphically impressive stuff with the mods on, it looks awesome, but it doesn't have the adrenaline that I like. So like Tony's just said, everyone's preempting my thought pattern. 7 days, it makes me jump. If you're out at night, it's nerve jangling.
Is it?
Seriously, you wait till you're in an underground base, and all of a sudden you realise that the zombies are digging you out. And these
I've only played it a couple of times. That was with you, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I was just kind of messing around, really.
You need to get it installed.
It's installed. It's still installed. I didn't uninstall.
Well, we're playing 7 days after this.
There you go. That's my night.
So we've got a server. We've got a private server that we play.
Oh, okay.
So you can set these things. So you can set challenges. You can, when you're raiding, all the things that you do in 7 days are different. So I just think it's a really good variety game. But I think you need.
Sorry, carry on.
Well, I just sort of think that it's still not a game that's going to appeal to the masses, but it'll appeal to a core few.
So do you think with games like 7 days, so you talk about challenges, Tony, do you think in terms of when you stream these games, do you reckon a challenge needs to be set so you have a goal for that? Or do you not really think that's important?
Yeah. Do you know what? I'm interested to see what Tony thinks about this, because so he likes to do that. Me and Strav were talking about. It was a few weeks ago now, and I said to Strav,
to make a lot of YouTube content with it. Yeah, that's true.
I think you've got to have a start and an end idea.
So I was just going to interrupt you there. So New York's out. So thank you very much for tuning in.
Oh, New York,
dude. I didn't want him to miss us saying goodbye to him. That was all. Sorry.
No, it's all good.
So hopefully catch you another time, dude. And cheers for your input on the stream. And definitely
catch you soon.
Mix as soon as you can multi-stream. We'll catch you back on Twitch.
Sounds like a plan. Yeah, exactly. So having milestones, having this is what we want to achieve, rather than just starting and going, right, what am I going to do? Because it can take 30 minutes to work out what the plan is, and that's kind of boring, isn't it?
We're saying, because like I say with games like that, because there's a storyline as such, as in every 7 days there's the Horde, but that's it. It's not like playing a single player campaign where you've got the story keeping you going. So that's why I thought maybe with a game like that, do you think a challenge, like setting yourself a challenge, is kind of a necessity?
I think so. I think it's interesting as well because it creates a story. When you watch a movie, the movie goes
exactly, yeah. There's a point to it, isn't there?
Exactly.
Yeah.
If a movie was just some people who do some stuff.
Yeah, it makes the game more interesting to watch. See, that's the thing I struggle with. But then
your audio cut out then. Say again.
So I need to. Sorry, I was playing with that. I need to change my mindset, but I do have a reason. So if I'm interested in streaming a game, I tend to not watch that game be streamed. which I do think I need to change that. But I think it's more because I play a lot of single-player, story-driven games. So it's games I've not played before, so I don't want the story ruined.
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But so I never know. So I streamed a Plague Tale the other night. I've never watched anyone stream like the story. I don't know what makes it an interesting watch. So like, say Tony goes on about it, it makes it watch it setting itself a challenge. I've never tuned in and watched the games I want to stream. I tend to watch streamers that I like, especially if they're playing games I know I'm going to play.
So that's why I'll always play a game first before streaming it.
Oh, see, I don't.
No, you see, sorry, I'll play it before watching it. Sorry, not before streaming it. I'll play it before watching it. So, because I want that original experience.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and so it was like when I did Final Fantasy VII on Saturday. Everybody in there has played that game, and people just watch.
Apart from me.
But no, yeah, like Stravis was saying, free roam. There needs to be a purpose of what you're doing. You know. So,
yeah. Otherwise, you're just running around.
Yeah. So
like a headless chicken.
So it might be that we're going to relocate. So we do the journey across the map to rebuild new base, whatever it may be. It might be that we've got. See, this is why 7 days is good, because you got Blood Moon. So there's always a punchline. You know, there's always a peak of the story.
Yeah.
Whereas with Minecraft, unless there's something in a mod somewhere, there's no peak. There's no point to it, you know?
What, was that playing 7 days, Strav? He said we had a stream last week where we played an hour. Red Dead.
Red Dead was amazing.
You two playing Red Dead is... you just don't know where it's gonna go. You really don't.
Our Red Dead stream, we streamed it for 3 hours 51 minutes on YouTube, and I watched it back, all of it, and I was like, that is fucking mental. So to the point of when we were all queued up on the bridge throwing dead bodies into the waterfall, we were hunting vegans for a good 90 minutes. It was insane. There was just so much murder going on.
So anybody who's new to slowly realise that something happened in Spar's childhood where a vegan hurt him, and he has a deep anger and hate to him.
Vegans didn't exist when I was a child. It's a new fucking thing.
I've never known so much. And it come out of nowhere. Like, we were playing Red Dead once, and he was like, "I fucking hate vegans."
Well, we got them all, didn't we? There wasn't a single vegan.
So I'm gonna apologise to any vegans if you are.
I'm not. So.
God. Oh,
anyway, let's not talk about vegans.
We just lost a viewer.
That's bye vegan.
Oh shit.
It is what it is. But no, so for me, I'm gonna stick with the stream games I like.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna hold myself to stuff I don't want to play.
So I don't think. I mean, if somebody asked me to play a game, if I had enough people for say asking me to play a game, so just say for instance, because we're mainly talking about here. So say you have an average of 10 people who tune in most nights, and 5 of them were asking to play this game.
It's Dimension
Fortnite. I would play that game because they've asked me, because there was like a good half of them asking me. Even if I knew I didn't like that game, I would still play it, but I would let them know that, one, I don't like the game, so it might not be the most interesting stream. But I mean, they've put in the time to come to you. I think they deserve it. In terms of if you've got a lot of people kind of I mean, if they only want to watch you play one game that you don't like, you're not going to like, you've told them you're not going to like it, and they still go on and they want you to do it every night, I think they just need to find a new streamer to watch. Unless they can make themselves happy watching you play a game you enjoy, because you can't play a game every night that you don't like. You'll lose interest just like that.
That's the whole point of Twitch, isn't it? And Mixer and,
yeah.
and YouTube.
I mean, there's thousands of other streamers out there.
Exactly. So...
I mean, I don't know if that's quite an arrogant thing to say.
But there's certain games I love, which I don't know that translate very well. So Elite Dangerous.
Oh, we were talking about this. It's such a shame that, in terms of streaming.
There's a couple of people who stream it really well. Unfortunately, I don't have the breasts that they do. So, yeah. So that's less interesting. I'm not allowed to say that either. Okay. I'll put that in the vegan box.
We're coming up with a veto checklist, I think.
Got a list at
Subjects of vetoed topics. So Spar is banned from talking about on stream.
You know what happens when people ban me from saying stuff.
Yeah, this is true. Oh, this can be fun, guys. you could get some interest.
But yeah, so it's a football gig for me. My things to tick off as far as streaming this year are to get technically reliable, so that every time we stream, everything sets up. So the plan for that is I am in the process of saving for a new computer, and I will have a dedicated streaming machine.
Oh, so you're going to have a gaming PC and a streaming PC?
Yeah. Nice. Yeah. So
I'd be interested, actually. I don't know if anyone else would be. When you, in terms of getting that set up, I'd be interested in you doing a video on that, because I wouldn't have a clue how you would link those two PCs to go to one stream.
Right. So my technical setting up of this involves going Strav. How do I say?
That's what I would, to be fair.
Strav has kind of become my technical go-to.
The man is the technical guru, that's why.
Yeah, well,
I have a spare Elgato. Are you kidding me? You've got a spare Elgato and Spar has not already got that at his house. I've wanted that man to get an Elgato since fucking day one.
Strav lives nearly as far away from me as you do.
Yeah, there's a thing called the Royal Mail. And it's an Elgato. It's about that big.
But that's what I want. I want to get to a point where we are technically solid every time we stream. We don't have to have...
Well, I think you should do as well, personally. I think you should have 3 and use 1 for Discord on its own.
We should have what?
3 PCs and use 1 for Discord. So Discord can't take a shit.
Yeah. It's I still think there must be something better than Discord.
There's gotta be. But we've even tried a paid service and that was crap. I just can't.
Yeah.
And I don't know why it's so hard to find a video calling software. What's TeamSpeak? Have we tried that? We've tried so many, Strav.
So I didn't think TeamSpeak had a video thing. I mean, I could be wrong. I haven't used TeamSpeak since.
Yeah, it needs to have video. That thing. Yeah, that's how. So we're doing a video on Discord now with window capturing. This is how you can see both of us. So that's how we do it.
Yeah.
If it was just audio that we needed, we could do it on anything quite easily, actually.
Well, yeah.
But it's just the video, like I say, with Skype video quality, the second you have a video call, it fucking drops, doesn't it? It's awful.
Yeah.
And there's a big delay. It's just really bad. We even tried looking into Skype. They do like a premium, don't they? Skype, a paid version.
Yeah, Skype premium shit.
Yeah,
so the problem with Skype was you get little lag spikes in it.
Yeah.
So that didn't work. We tried the Facebook one. That didn't work. We tried the Google Hangouts one. That was fucking awful.
Well, I've spoke to, like I said, we've got a few new people in at the moment. So if you do like video podcasts like this, please let us know what you use if you're happy to use. I spoke to quite a few streamers, seen their stream be crystal clear, and they've got like 6 or 7 people on a video podcast, and they've just come back to me and said we use Discord.
maybe it's just an internet thing,
Yeah.
or maybe it's the fact that the PC is getting throttled by
Might be.
certain things. So I've got YouTube running, I've got YouTube up as well because to monitor the chat. I've got Twitch up. We've got obviously OBS running with other bits and pieces. So,
but your
maybe
PC is
that's what it
better
is.
than mine, and I've got more than you up and running.
Yeah, I also have.
Are you like rendering like a 5K video at the moment? Something as well.
I've got nothing running in the background. I don't know what it is with this machine. So it is what it is. But yeah, there you go. More good fun. So yeah, it is what it is. But like I said, that's my aims. That's my aims and intention is to have a dedicated streaming machine.
I'm quite happy with my hardware at the moment. I wouldn't mind trying new software, but not software in terms of like my streaming software, say Streamlabs or OBS Studio. I'm happy with that in terms of trying to make the stream more interactive for the viewers.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's a streamer that I follow quite a lot. He's a brilliant streamer. He's called Behaving Beardly. It's probably the most interactive stream you'll ever tune in. And I think he uses Stream Elements. And I've gone on and had a look, and it confuses the fuck out of me. It really does.
Don't even know what it is. But yeah, I mean, I need something new for YouTube. I don't like OBS anymore. Yeah. OBS is brilliant for recording games. I don't feel
you had a look at Stream Elements. Yeah, it confuses. When I logged in, I was like, oh yeah, this all. Click in further is. I need somebody that uses it to explain it in simple terms. Basically, that's what I.
Yeah, but I want like I said, that's my aim. Technical competency, so we don't have to have this crap every time I want to go live where something goes wrong.
It's always something, though, isn't it? Every week something go wrong for us, and like we said at the beginning, we test it all before, and it all works perfectly fine. Yeah, it gets to 9 o'clock, we hit go live, and something doesn't work. It's the most bizarre thing.
So my plan is, and again, something else I was talking to Strav about, is I want to reformat the PC, take everything back to dot, and reinstall carefully what I want.
I was thinking about doing that on mine, because there's a lot of stuff that is on my PC that I don't know about probably. That I think I've deleted and it's still there running in the background.
Yeah. I mean,
it's bound to be, isn't there?
Literally, the only place I download stuff from are Steam and Epic Games and Origin. So it's not like there's anything potentially dodgy on here. It's just a case of there's probably lots of bloat, which probably don't help with various performance things. So
12 to 18 monthly. I wouldn't even know how to do that, though. That's the thing.
Well, the reason I can't do it is I haven't got the install disc for 10 anymore.
So, I didn't even know you needed a disc. Well, I ain't even got a disc drive, so.
Not the disc, the USB key thing.
Oh yeah, I haven't got that either. All in one,
man.
Purple Lurpo. Even in gents, fucking hell, no one's called me gent. How you doing, dude? Welcome to the stream. Actually, Purple Lurpo tried streaming for a little bit. When you coming back, man? He said he was going to come back streaming, but he didn't.
So Purple Lurple hasn't seen the news.
Oh yeah, what do you think, dude? What do you think? This is our new get up. Very professional. We got an office in. That's where we've come.
Yeah, that's what it is. We're in the office now.
I'm not below you right now.
No, that's it. I perfectly know that Mass is in this direction. But yeah, so I like the look. I like this thing. I don't know why I'm looking around. I can't fucking see it.
Yeah, I know. As if we can see it. I'm actually looking at my Magnolia wall right now.
I love this. I love this 287-inch TV behind us.
Is that how big it is?
I've no idea. So the next plan is on the
like an evil corporation giving a press conference. Look,
it does actually feel.
Don't feel that evil.
Somewhere in the back, James Bond.
There's a guy like that, just like watching over us.
Yeah, we're about to put up broadcast in North Korea. say that. There's no fucking North Koreans watching. So,
You never know.
hey, I'll take viewers from anywhere. Kim Jong Un.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
So the next plan is so this TV screen behind us. Sorry, TV screen.
Strav, no. Don't get him started on that.
Will be that will be a live screen behind us. That's the next phase of what we're doing.
That's a good idea. Purple. Spar, make what Purple said just happen. You could do that with some video editing, surely.
Yeah, of course I could. I think you're slightly overestimating my editing skills.
That's your goal for the end of 2020.
So we're working on So one of the things we're trying to work on at the moment is a new intro. So I wonder what people's thoughts are on purchasing rather than making an intro.
What, so like going on Fiverr and getting somebody to do the work for you?
There's people on Twitter that do it. I got a message from a guy the other day saying, you know, I make intros, hit me up.
Yeah, to be fair, I get about 9 messages a day like that. I've just never really looked into it.
I don't have time. So the intro that we're going to get for Monday is a little bit basic.
How about you do one for us, Strav?
I don't know what Video Copilot is.
I've never heard of it. He actually said okay. Oh, we'll have a little chat, Strav, after.
Look at that. Oh, look, I've looked at what it is.
So Purple saying streaming was great fun. I should do it again, just constantly tired. So Purple again, he's got a very well respected job, works long hours, works hard during his working day in real life. So again, you hit that stance where it's trying to find the time to fit it in because you're knackered from work.
It's the thing is as well is when you've got kids and a wife or a girlfriend or a boyfriend or whatever, when you've got a job or school, you suddenly realise that it's a fucking full-time job.
Yeah, 100%. And the one thing that you sacrifice to be able to do it is your sleep.
Sacrifice your sleep. You're not kind of putting in the quality time with your partners or your kids or whatever.
Yeah, by the way, shout out to cheers, man. Shout out to partners and streamers.
Oh, honestly.
Yeah. Well, respect.
The thing is
I wouldn't be able to do this without Mia. She puts up with loads of me. And even just like the little things, like when we did this overlay, I was like, oh, babe, what do you think of this? And just constantly show her stuff that she probably isn't interested in at all.
Yeah, my missus doesn't give a shit. Not that she should, but she doesn't even. So what happened was at the beginning, she pretended.
As Mrs. 100%, as far as Mrs. 100%, every now and then you'll just see Spar like, oh, really.
Your audio completely cut out.
Oh, I said, all your missus does is keep you fed. Like you'll be like, oh, I'm really hungry, and then 5 minutes later you're just there eating a Burger King.
the Burger Kings do appear from here, and I'm like, oh. So yeah, but I can't remember what I said. Oh yeah. So at the beginning, because she's a very supportive person, she pretended she was interested.
Is she sat right there for you? You're like, she's a very supportive.
Yeah, she is. Yeah. She knows. This is fucking live. I can't hide from anything. Yeah, but now she's at the point of she's like, yeah, I don't really care. So it's fine. You've all got to have separate things.
Yeah, that's true.
But you've got to have. So we know a guy, don't we, who his partner hammers the shit out of him all the time when he's on mic and stuff, and the guy gets so much grief.
Yeah, it's very
so you can't.
It's entertaining to say the least for us.
Oh, it's fucking brilliant. Brilliant. But you can't be a streamer
not
without people around you that's either support or accept it.
Yeah, you need their support. You really do.
If they don't support or accept it, then you're single, or you don't stream.
Yeah, basically, it's not going to happen, is it?
Because that's way, which is fair though, because this is a job.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, you put yourself in their position. Partner, like if you had no interest in this, and your partner was just like, "Oh, I want to stream," and just think like you don't see them all day because they're at work, and then you come home, you have dinner with them, and then they're like, "Oh, I'm going to go stream."
Yeah, and that's it till midnight.
Yeah,
it's a tough old gig. But yeah, yeah, it's part of the life, isn't it?
I mean, I mean, I'm lucky in the sense of my girlfriend works stupidly early, so she goes to bed early. So I tend to come on. I mean, normally after she goes to bed. There's been a couple of times where she's been up for a little bit whilst I'm on, but more often than not, she's going to bed and then I'm coming in here. So
yeah,
I'm lucky in that sense.
Yeah, I think, like I say, from my perspective, I can't complain. My missus is happy with me doing this because she knows this is what I enjoy doing.
And she don't have to deal with you.
Yeah, that's it. I'm on her feet.
Yeah, she's amazing. Love you, babe.
So, yeah. But no, I think honestly, when we're talking about whether you use Streamlabs, OBS, Stream Elements, whether you've got a streaming PC, whether everything's through one source, it doesn't matter whether you are a 1080 or a 720. The most important thing is having people around you that enable you to do this.
Oh, 100%. And I think a lot of people take it for granted as well.
Yeah, I guarantee this live causes breakups.
100%. Because it's very addictive as well, streaming, especially when it starts going and you get regular people coming in, and especially when you start making money. When you start making money from something you love doing, i.e. gaming. I mean, that's every gamer's dream, isn't it? To make money whilst gaming. Yeah. How awesome is that? It becomes very, very addictive. And that's why I made myself ill, because I was addicted to doing it every night for 6 hours a night.
It's not even just the money. And it's still now. So when I was doing the Final Fantasy stream, I was sat there and I've got like, it wasn't huge numbers, but we've got 20-ish people continuously for like 3 hours, and I'm like, I don't want to cut the stream.
It's an addictive feeling.
Yeah, because you've got all these people.
Well, you think as well that if as soon as you end the stream, they're not going to come back. More often than not, they will. That's what you need to realise.
Sometimes they will, sometimes they won't. But I also feel like I'm almost kind of responsible to keep the entertainment going.
Yeah.
So that stream, I intended it to be 2 hours. And then it went to 3 hours.
Nearly 4.
Yeah, I think it's 3 or something.
I got 10 viewers once and I was wired for hours. It is an exciting feeling, man. It does take over you. It's good for you.
It's a intoxicating feel when you get all those people in. So Tony said earlier I was getting regular good numbers. That actually makes it more addictive, I think.
100%.
Because in your head you're like, well, if I stop, my viewers might go and watch the other guy. Will they come back?
That's all right, Tony, man. Don't worry about that.
No, it's all right. Good. It's all good.
Yeah, that does run through your head. I'd always find though I've had viewers like tune in. So I played the same game constantly for a couple. So a multiplayer game. So not getting boring. I've had viewers tune in, say on the second day. And I've had them go away for a few days and come back like the next week. So it's not to say they won't come back. It's just that I think you need to realise that in terms of keeping feels when people are watching and you don't, like you say, you don't want to let them down. You do need to realise that they have their own lives as well. So they won't necessarily like have time to come and watch you. So don't feel like you need to be on 24/7.
So like
they're not going to do it.
that's where I want to be. That's my target for this year.
Yeah,
is to have
that's a good feeling.
A couple of streams a week where people are ready for it. You know, we've got to a stage with this show now, with this Thursday Night Live. It's not a lot, but we've got 4 or 5 people who will message us if we don't go live.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So, which is nice. It's a nice feeling, and
they're waiting for you all week. Like sometimes I'll get a message on a Wednesday, and it's not even from the people that you'd think would be messaging me, and they'll be like, "Oh man, I've had such a shit week. I can't wait to see you tomorrow night." And it's just like it's a great feeling. It really is.
Yeah. But I want to be at the stage where, you know, because obviously the issue we've got with YouTube is, you know, the algorithm can't find you, so you need a community, and the community at the moment is still quite small, because we both took
such long breaks,
4 or 5 months off. Yeah, well,
it did destroy, to be honest.
We had a really good. We were doing well. Like I say, I had quite a few streams of 100+ viewers, and yeah, it was so long ago now that's all gone. So we need to get back to that.
But do you think it's good that you took a break because you enjoy it a lot more now, even though we're not? It's kind of like starting again. You're having a lot more enjoyment out of it yourself now than before you had your break, when you were getting these 100 viewers.
I feel I've matured a little bit more when it comes to how to stream.
Okay.
And I think the YouTube edition is what's lit a fire under me. So, I enjoy making the YouTube content.
So overall, do you think the break was worth it?
I think the break was needed. The length of break was probably too much.
Same with me.
If I'm honest.
The break was definitely needed. I do think in the long run, I do think it was worth it because I enjoy streaming like I used to now. Whereas it got to the point where I weren't looking forward to streaming at all. I really weren't. Like I was sat here ready. Nah, fuck it, and ended up just going to bed because I didn't want to do it. So, but like you said, it was longer than it needed to be, but I was enjoying myself having that break.
Yeah, and what I've done in my time off is I've met a number of gamers where I really enjoy gaming with. You know, we've got our collab stuff, but now we've got our separate stuff.
Yeah.
Where before everything was just
yeah, definitely.
So I feel that we've got a bit of variety between the two of us now. So yeah, I think people need to take a break, reassess. You know, Tony was saying rebranding, changing how we.
Yeah, have a look at how you're doing it. Go back and watch your streams. Oh, that's actually. I want to discuss. Did you ever do that, or do you do it now? So now obviously it's different because we have YouTube, like videos go up.
Yeah.
I mean, so like my stream is not what you see on YouTube. I cut a lot out and edit quite a bit and stuff like that. So do you actually go to your Twitch channel and watch your whole stream back, not just the YouTube edited version of it?
Yeah. So my first streams involved me gaming. This was me.
Nice.
That was me as a streamer when I first started. As probably a lot of people are. And I watch it thinking, what the fuck? Stream Decks. I thought I was going to talk about.
I've got a hotkey. I haven't got a Stream Deck yet, but I've got a hotkey assigned to mark specific points, and not just good points either. If I think it's like chat's dying off or something, and I feel like I'm literally just talking to myself, when I look up and I see I've got 15 people but no one's chatting, I'll mark it and then I'll go back and rewatch it and try and figure out why they're not chatting. Like, am I kind of just ignoring them? Am I getting too into the game, or is it a part in the game that, you know, because I do a lot of story-based games, you don't want people talking. So there's quite a few things that can go into it.
And I think the type of game as well determines as to whether people are talking.
100%.
Some people just want to sit and watch.
Yeah.
It was a weird one with Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
Because people were literally, I mean, they weren't talking.
No, you had to really, really talk on that one, didn't you? You had loads of people.
Yeah, but they were continuous.
Yeah.
They didn't drop out. you know, and it was a good stream, but there was no interaction. No doubt, and I was like, "Oh, guys, you know, what do you think? Has anyone done
That's
this
quite
bit
cool.
and stuff?" But that is quite good.
Yeah, that's quite cool. Perhaps
I've got an app.
I'll look into that.
I've got an app, but I want to put it on an iPad. It's a bit small.
So I've got a Streamlabs remote control app. So my Streamlabs is on the iPad, and that's how I control my stream. It's kind of like a Stream Deck, basically. You just can't program your own buttons to it. I can hotkey stuff that I want to do on my keyboard. So evaluating whether I should spend 160 quid on a Stream Deck at the moment, I don't think I need it.
No, well, that's the thing. I mean, it's slow steps, ramp up improvement. So for me, my first thing was to get a better camera. So one of the things I noticed when I look at the early YouTube videos compared to this is the camera resolution. Yeah,
the subs remote, Strav. That's what I'm on about. It does more. Tony said. So there's probably loads I don't know. Stream Deck.
Yeah, but there's loads to do. So my next purchase. I feel the camera's a decent resolution. I need one more light, which my missus will be recoiling in horror at the thought of. Our bedroom is basically
there's a landing.
You know, green screen, which I'm pretty sure she hates. And when I say I'm pretty sure she hates it.
You know she hates.
Because she tells me all the time. So
see, my next thing's a chair. At the moment, I have a dining room chair, solid. My next thing is a chair, like a proper comfy.
I should probably oil my chair. No, my missus bought me a new computer chair.
Nice.
So you know, it's all good. No, my next, to be honest, my next sort of put money together for is like I say, is a separate PC.
WD-40.
I ain't got any.
WD-40 is just good for everything, isn't it?
Furniture polish.
Yes, you need to get VR, Strav. And then you need to buy the Forest. And then me, you, and Spark can play the Forest in VR together.
Well, either that, Strav, or when I get my new Rift S.
Oh, is that what you're going for, is it?
I have a spare Rift. Yep.
Yes, Strav.
So,
oh, there you go, do a swap. An Elgato for an Oculus.
I'll have a Rift available. But that's probably a couple of months away.
Nice.
So my next kind of purchase, as far as tech's concerned, is probably one light, and then I'm good. But yeah, we'll get there one day, eventually.
Hardware's a hard bit because that's the money side of it, isn't it? That's paying to make your stream better, which is a hard thing to do if you're not making money from the stream. So hardware is a tough bit.
Hardware is difficult because you've got to buy it.
Yeah.
I think personality is the hardest thing in the world to do, because if you haven't fucking got one, it's very hard to buy one.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, and also as well is when you've got a bit of personality. When I'm talking about vegans and
so I go put a girl on while you talk about vegans. I'm going to become a vegan just to piss you off.
I'm going to you piss me off anyway. That's going to divide people. So yeah, it's personality is all well and good.
See, the Xbox is great for that native streaming.
The Xbox, do you know what? So
Xbox is brilliant for Twitch and obviously Mixer because it's Microsoft, but for both platforms, Xbox is great. PlayStation 4 on the other hand.
Yeah, exactly. So when I've streamed on the Xbox, I plug my PC web camera into the Xbox. It works straight away. You don't have to do anything other than prop it up somewhere, and then you're done. Literally, there's nothing else you have to do. Click the button, start broadcast, done. It's the easiest thing in the world.
It is great.
You know, so
PlayStation is that as well for Twitch. You can't stream to Microsoft, not Sony. But even with 3D Free and Elgato capture card, PlayStation is fucking hard to stream with.
Yeah.
Because the audio goes all messed up. It's PlayStation just make everything hard for streamers, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's Sony in it because Sony are a boatload of wankers.
Yeah, that is true. I've not looked into that, Strav. NVIDIA GeForce broadcasting.
But this is the other problem we have as well. So anytime we do anything that's owned by Sony,
yeah,
we get fucking copyright.
Instant ban and everything.
And I'm talking gameplay. So we do a gameplay trailer review or reaction. So we're advertising the game. It's only the trailer, which anyone can watch. The minute we put it on there, Sony
instant ban. That's before it's even finished.
Before the stream's finished,
they are on hot.
We've
been banned whilst we were streaming. Like just dead.
We didn't realise because it was Sony owned shit. But yeah, so Sony are fuckers. They're absolute. They are wankers.
Yeah, that is true. True.
It's the patents. It's their licensing. They just don't give a fuck about anybody.
But we find it just weird. I mean, we're probably looking at it wrong, but we find it weird because we're promoting their stuff. I mean, we're not massive. Obviously, we understand that, but surely any promotion is fucking promotion. Like, why would you stop people promoting your stuff? It's free advertising for them.
Listen, we know the copyright rules. You know, you can't broadcast music you don't own.
Yeah.
You can't, show a film that you don't own the rights to broadcast. I totally get it. But for commercials, it baffles me. Absolutely baffles me.
It is confusing.
But the wankers. So that's it. End of.
Straight up, wankers.
Wankers. I put them in the same boat as fucking vegans and North Korean dictators.
North Korean dictators? What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know. We mentioned North Korea earlier. What was the other thing we were on about? Which I'm not allowed to talk about now.
Korean vegans, wasn't it?
No, I think there was something else. I can't remember. We'll make a list.
Yeah.
Greta Thunberg.
We definitely need a list.
I'm not allowed to talk about Greta Thunberg.
Greta Thunberg.
Yeah, she's off
breasts.
limits for...
Oh yeah, breasts.
Yeah, we can talk about breasts.
How did we even get around to breast?
I can't remember what we were talking about.
I
have no idea.
I don't know.
Titty streamers.
Yeah. That was it.
They all play League of Legends.
Oh, actually, I'm going to have a chat with you about that game after this stream. So I'll stay on Discord. I've got an idea. I have an idea I want to put to you.
That's all right, because I'm going to be playing it. But yeah.
Oh, okay. This is my time and my idea then. So
yeah.
Cleavage of Legends. Is that what the game should be?
I mean, I'll get mine out, but I don't think it'll work.
I'll get mine out, but I don't want to turn too many people.
Yeah, that is the downside of what happens if you get your bangers out.
I've never been called my bangers before. That was really weird.
There you go. There's some Yorkshireness there for you.
Right, I think this has actually been quite.
I don't know how informative it's been. But,
Well, no, I think we've had a good chat actually. We've had quite a few streamers pop in and out and like put across their opinions and stuff, and I think it's actually been quite successful. I've enjoyed it. Talking about streaming for a change. You don't really get to talk about streaming as a streamer, do you?
No, because your general audience don't care.
Yeah, so I think it's actually been quite nice. I think we should actually maybe make this like a monthly thing.
I think we will.
We'll put out a tweet and stuff and see what response we get.
I've discovered two new streamers this evening.
Nice.
New York Gamer and Tony.
Man, you will not be disappointed with any. I promise you that.
No, it's all good. So, yeah, we just need to, for all streamers out there, it's ramp of improvement. The idea is that every stream is slightly better than the one that preceded it.
And if you have a bad one, delete it.
And delete the stream. But that's the key. always improve, always do it better.
Yeah, that's the point, isn't it?
Watch your own stream back. Look for those points, like Mass was saying, where you were too quiet, or where something's happened and perhaps you should have reacted that you didn't.
Yeah.
Horror's an interesting one. The best streamers of horror are the guys who overreact to everything.
100%.
Poised is the fakest fucker there is on YouTube, but it's still entertaining.
Look at his channel. That's it, isn't it?
Yeah. Nope.
See, I can't. I tried overreact, not on stream. So here you go.
I know. I've seen your thumbnail.
Not on stream. So on stream, I can't overreact. I tried it off of stream. So I played a horror. It was just before I went live, and I knew there was a jump scare coming up, and I know this jump scare makes me jump every time, even though I know it's coming, just because of the pure loudness and volume of it makes me jump. So I tried overreacting. I can't do it. I just can't. If something makes me jump, it makes me jump the way it makes me jump. So kind of kudos to him in a way of how he overacts, because I can't do it. I find it very, very unnatural to overreact, especially to that extent. And I love the guy.
Yeah, it's exactly what it is it's acting. It's
That's a great analogy.
On stage performance.
Yeah.
So these people, I use a TV example. Keith Lemon, like him or not, don't matter. That guy in real life, because I know somebody who knows him, he's a very normal guy.
He's really nice as well, actually.
Yeah, he's a regular bloke, very, very steady, very easygoing. TV, guy's a mental case.
Amplified to the max.
But that's what he is. He's Keith Lemon on screen, and he's Lee Francis at home. So when you're on your stream,
bang tidy,
you are Mass Points, Stravides, Sparmain, New York Goma, whatever it is, you are that person there, here, and you are you off of screen.
Yeah.
There's not many people who the off-screen person is
exactly the same
on screen.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest skill to challenge, I think, is to amplify. You don't have to be somebody you're not.
Yeah, you increase your personality, don't you? Like certain aspects of yourself. But in terms of overreacting for a horror, I find it impossible to do.
Yeah. This beard in real life is nowhere near this, but I've amplified it for the stream. That's nearly a true story.
Imagine you could do that. I meet you in real life, and you're...
Yeah, that's it. I'm actually clean shaven. This is a filter.
Oh shit! That'd be so funny.
This is not. Yeah, it's not a filter. But that's what you have to be. You have to be an amplified.
He's a bold woman.
I'm actually a bald Jamaican woman.
Oh shit! Oh, don't say that. Yeah. Don't call him that. Jesus. That'll be the end of your friendship.
You can call me many things. You can call me a bald Jamaican woman. Don't call me.
Right. On that note of Farah vegan, I think we.
But that's my tip.
I think we should start to wrap it up.
For today a unsuccessful streamer, I'm all right. We're doing okay. Is that you have to be more. You do have to be more.
Yeah, you do.
If you look at the best streamers, they are more. Take away people like Shroud, because they're skill gamers.
Yeah, that's different.
That's a different category. For entertainment streamers, you just have to be bigger, louder, and more expressive than the real world wants you to be.
But then you can be in the real world. Think of it as an opportunity. Not really. You can't. Not a lot of workplaces on stream. So think of it as an opportunity. Ah, really? I said a lot of workplaces in real life allow you to be the way you are at work as you are on stream. So think of it as an opportunity.
Well, it's nobody's here to judge you.
Exactly.
You know,
Well, they are.
so,
It's the internet. That's what people do on the internet.
Yeah, but it don't matter, does it? It doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. But hey, it's all good fun.
Oh yes. Right, do you want to say the goodbyes then?
Yeah, so look, for everybody who tuned in this evening, it's been good. Hope you like new studio. We might keep this one for a week.
For a week.
Honestly, we do change. But no, genuinely, it's always appreciated when people take the time out of their lives to kind of watch us to rambling on about stuff. So Thursday Night Live will be here again next week and forever onwards. So thank you very much everybody for joining in. We will do this again. Links below: YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram. Follow us. We'll keep you posted on things, and look out for new content coming out over the next couple of days.
Sweet.
But other than that, I've been Sparmain.
I've been Mass Points. Oh, that's the first time we've actually done that.
Honestly, my outro there
was spot on. Yeah, but you can cut me off at the end. that's why I waited.
Anyway, so after that got ruined, we'll catch you in the next one, guys. Take care.